Hello again, this is Alex with MasterChartsTrading.com, and this is market recap for Friday, August 21st, 2020. As always, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with others. This is going to be a relatively short presentation. We'll look at S&P 500 as it pushes towards all-time record highs. NASDAQ and technology stocks, I think they may be overextended. We'll look at QQQ and technology and consumer, communication services sector. Facebook, another record high, 47% gain, and Tesla close to 200% gain for after recent alerts. No major changes for junk debt and treasuries. They basically traded sideways. And I have a position in natural gas, so I'll show you that one. I think dollar might be about to start bouncing, so it's deeply oversold right now. We'll look at a couple of trades, British pound and Swiss franc. And cryptocurrency, I'm going to show you. Just, there are a whole bunch of new cryptocurrencies out there which are tradable, so we trade them occasionally, and I'm going to show you this Qtum and also Bitcoin. Right, so here is S&P 500. This is an all-time record close. There was not yet a all-time record high set, 339,575, and here is 339.7. So a couple of points still, but this is actually an all-time record close. So pretty much the same thing. The important thing on this chart is, of course, this breakout. Now, why do I consider April 29th of this year, 2020, to be the beginning of a new bull market? Because from back in March, in February of this year until April of this year, I thought that this is going to be a bear market. It was, but it was extremely short, and now we have a new breakout. So, what are these lines? There's green, blue, red, and yellow horizontal lines. So these are my proprietary MasterChartsTrading.com indicators. You can also go to everyonecantrade.com. That's everyone can trade, and you can find my information there. So the indicators, this green, blue, red, and yellow line, is pretty much all I use, and they are support and resistance lines. They are my proprietary indicators. They're for sale. You can have them here on TradingView.com. So they are available for TradingView.com, and they are showing support and resistance. So as I keep saying the same thing, very useful to know these concepts, support and resistance. So we want to know at what price level the buyers and sellers are most likely going to step in. So this is what I do. I look for a breakout above the resistance, in this case the blue line, and I just buy there. If the stock is already above the blue line and pulls back towards it, like for example what we are seeing here on the 15th of June, that's also a good opportunity. Alright, so record highs. This is obviously a good news for the overall stock market. This is showing clear bullish posture. To reverse this ship, the stocks needs to drop towards the yellow line, which is 2379 currently, and I think with the new records that is not going to be anytime soon. So we're going to be looking to basically keep buying stocks and look for opportunities within an uptrend. Now, some sectors I think are overextended. So the NASDAQ, the QQQ, so you can see how far it is away from the price right now, is away from the green line. So green line is kind of showing me that stocks are definitely in an uptrend and definitely are strongly being bought. In this case, I think they're overextended. They're extremely strongly being bought. And I mean, this is a 33% gain since their alert on the April 14th. But just the way the shape of the graph is, of the chart, it feels like it's overextended. So a pullback is likely. Now, where would this pullback take us? So far, you can see that every time we came up above the green line, we pulled back towards it. So we touched the green line several times already. It's, obviously going to happen, but we don't know when. It could happen very soon. I feel like this is a bit overextended right now here. On the graph of XLK Technology, you can even more pronounced. You can see it's even more pronounced right now. The way the market is, it feels overextended. So a pullback, it will be a normal thing, and actually would be a good thing. So XLK Technology sector also at record highs, up 29% since the alert, which was on 29th of April. So, beautiful trade, can't really complain. Congratulations to the subscribers. Here's XLC Communication Services. Stocks like Facebook are in this ETF. Also, pretty much similar picture to the QQQ and technology ETF, and you can see a very nice move, almost 20% move from the recent alerts. Clearly bullish again, and it's at record highs. So strength in the technology sector, strength in the communication services, which is basically technology, communication technology, is showing, this is called a good, strong appetite for risk. In other words, investors and traders think of the more volatile stocks, such as are included in this ETF, and they are buying them and they're pushing their prices higher. So overall, good strength in the market, what I'm seeing right now. Here's one of those very strong stocks. This is Facebook. Alert was sent here on 29th of April at 193. It's currently at 267, but it was as high as 278. So as much as 47% gain. And the graph kind of looks similar to the way NASDAQ is trading as well. So QQQ, Facebook, technology sector, they're similar to one another, I suppose, and correlate highly. In other words, there's a high correlation between Facebook and the other technology stocks. So 47% gain, congratulations. Very straightforward. Why did we buy it here? Why did we buy it on 29th of April? Because you can see a breakout. This is what I call a breakout. Before, the stock was trading below the yellow line here back in March. Then all of a sudden it came up above the red line, and then there is the close above the blue line. And this is all I need to know. This is all I need to know. This is stock rejoining the uptrend, and this is all we need. Once it rejoins the uptrend, we buy it there. Tesla, I mean, this is just a home run trade, especially if you bought options here. And the Tesla itself is up almost 200%. So if you had options, that's 400-600% gain easily. Alert was sent back in April. Very straightforward. I'm not making it up. All we need is just a close above the blue line, and you can have the same lines on your chart. I can share them with you. So you can have the same lines on your chart. You can graph your own stocks, and then once you graph your own stocks, you can trade them, make good money basically. So on this chart, obviously nobody knows when we're making a purchase, if the stock will continue higher. But back in April, this was my thinking. So stock is below the blue line, stock is above the blue line on the 14th of April. That's all I need to know. And then it just went almost immediately went higher. and continued higher until today. So straightforward, easy, you know, for especially for beginners and people who are confusing themselves with you know, fundamental analysis and trying to keep those moving averages in the back of their minds. They become confused sometimes, and so what I do is I simplify things. This, you can see there is nothing, there's just 4 lines in the chart, and you know, that's how I trade. It just makes life so much easier. So junk bonds, not really much has changed. Pretty much since mid-July, we just traded basically sideways. Junk bonds correlate highly with stocks, so at least they're not dropping. The junk bonds at least not dropping, so that's a good news. The Federal Reserve is buying the junk bonds, so also that's another price support. And in general, this looks like a bullish chart, so I would be buying it. Why does it look like a bullish chart? Because once again, all we need to know is, did the stock close above the blue line? Yes, it did here on the 9th of April. So that's all we need to know, is we're gonna keep buying it when it comes back to the blue line. So right now the price is close to the green line. I don't want to be buying up here. If it drops back towards $100 here, then yeah, great, we'll consider buying it. Treasuries, so I had a position, I got stopped out recently, but I mean, I made like 2% or whatever, plus dividends. Right now the price came down towards the blue line. It hasn't yet done what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a low below the blue line followed by a close above it. So this is what happened here. We have, well, obviously we have a low, because we also have a close below the blue line here on the 3rd of June, and then we have a close above the blue line right there on the 11th of June. So this is why I bought here. It's straightforward, really. So natural gas looks promising. I bought calls on UNG. Again, notice I'm not analyzing UNG. This is natural gas futures. If I pull up a UNG chart, it looks completely different. So I am analyzing natural gas futures, and I bought UNG calls here on the 14th of August, so last Friday basically. Since then, it just a little bit, you know, slightly went up, but overall I'm still very bullish. I think it could easily break higher, you know, towards significantly higher, basically, at least towards the green line 2.658, but possibly higher. Back here in May, you know, it was bearish, so we shorted it, and actually this is my trade as well. I bought puts on UNG in this case. So let's see if I was going to be correct. If I bought calls on UNG, let's see if I'm going to be correct. Dollar index DXY, so dollar index collapsed, and this is actually another 52-week low. So I think I thought it was gonna bounce back here in July, but actually it didn't. It made another low, but it sure as heck looks like it's about to bounce. Euro is kind of overbought. Here's a British pound trade, GBP USD. Actual alert right there on 21st of July. Beautiful trade, 524 pips if you opened. Congratulations. Another very good trade, USDCHF, short USD, because we were trading against the dollar. So USDCHF, a couple of alerts, one on the 9th of June, another one on 15th of June. Why? Again, the same thing, because we saw a close below the red line. So for Forex, we just use 2 lines, blue and red. And once it closed below the red line, we just shorted there. And if we had a long position, we have to close it here and reverse, you know, close and reverse position. Beautiful, 459 pip gain. Congratulations again. So sign up at MasterCharts Trading, you can have the same gains. And here's one weird I mean, these are cryptocurrencies. They're available for trading on Binance. Binance.us is available in some states. If you're not in the United States, then Binance.com is available. So in the United States, in certain states, Binance.us is available. It is thankfully available in California, where I still reside. And so I've been just kind of looking over the various cryptos that are out there. There's like almost 30 cryptocurrencies out there that are tradable versus US dollar, but there are some also that are tradable versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can have many pairs, and on daily charts, this is a daily chart. Notice where I'm hovering D. So each one of those sticks is 1 day's worth of activities. Candlesticks. I prefer to trade on daily charts, and with the advent of so many cryptocurrencies, I can trade pretty much every day if I wanted to. The reason why daily charts, I mean, it's been many years. I have, 350 or so trades that I've made using these indicators too, and they consistently show that daily charts are just so much better. If you're trying to trade, intraday, like 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 1 hour charts, it will work, but it's more difficult, and also results are not as good. So for humans, if you're not a robot, if you don't have, a trading bot, then definitely I would stick with daily charts, and that's what I've been doing. So even on daily charts, look at this Qtum cryptocurrency, straightforward right there, 13th of July. This would have been our entry. A few more opportunities actually on 14th of July and 16th of July. So you could have gotten in a few more, days later. And then it just took off. That's 146% gain, to the top. I mean, you won't be able to exit at the top, but you will be able to exit some of it. So overall, you can create a very robust trading system just trading cryptos. And there's like almost 30 of them are tradable versus United States dollar, and a whole bunch of them are tradable versus Bitcoin. So you can have multiple alerts per week, where you can enter and exit on daily charts without worrying about 15 minutes or 60-minute charts or whatever. And finally, wrapping it up, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin broke out into the bull market back here in April, 29th of April. I actually bought myself back here at 88.52, but unfortunately got stopped out a few weeks later. Now it's up as much as 43%. So, and Bitcoin could easily continue higher. I mean, this thing is just, wild. It can continue very, big spikes. So unfortunately I got stopped out, but if you are trading, then I would recommend actually trailing at the blue line. This way, see how right now it went even higher. So at the blue line, your stop would not even be touched, and then you can take profits as you go along. So very straightforward, basically. All right, so head over to MasterChartsTrading.com. You can also go to everyonecantrade.com. It will go to the same place. Click on buy alerts and indicators or products, and so we have 4 different products currently. Newsletter, which basically alerts about things like Facebook, for example, or Tesla. Here's Tesla up to almost 200%. So this is an actual alert. So we get this type of alerts on daily basis, basically. Various stocks, various ETFs, small caps. Also, I'm still covering forex, commodities, gold, and cryptos in this newsletter, but they will go to a new separate email, because I'm also thinking about, since we also have a new product called Screener, screener actually looks through the universe of stocks and looks for stocks that are breaking out, for example above the blue line, like here, and then we will look for the most promising setups of those. So this is what I'm hoping to do. Is I'm hoping to separate kind of like speculative stocks into that separate service and keep the rest in the basic service. Now you really need the trading indicators, I think, to trade successfully. So I use them basically non-stop every day. So this green, blue, red, and yellow line, you just really need them, and they are only $29.95 per month. Sign up at TradingView.com. That's TradingView.com. But what I meant to say, sign up at MasterCharts.com, but the indicators are available for TradingView.com. They're called Master Charts Trading Price Action Indicators 2.0, where I'm hovering. And of course, Ultimate Package includes both the newsletter and the indicators. So that's at $50, and I think it's a very good deal, so consider signing up. And we have a stock screener. It's actually 250 tickers now, so sign up now, and we will have more levels of service for the screener. So we'll have like S&P 500, mid cap, small cap, various ETFs, and industry groups like gold, silver, and various other stocks. All right, that's it for this week's recap. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks, and have another great trading week. Bye bye.